Hey, course members, welcome back to another course member live stream. As usual, we will start with stocks. We'll see what the heck is going on out there in the stock world. Then we will go ahead and do, we've got a deal analysis to do in real estate. We've only got one, so if you are here for a gut check, maybe we could do one of those. We'll do a gut check as well. And then we'll answer some questions. So let's hop right into it. Let's check out what's going on. I know Target smashed earnings. I was a big investor in Target. I've really scaled back on Target. I was big during the March and April timeframe, and Target did great. I mean, it went from like the 80s to 120. But once we started getting around 115, I was out of Target. Target is leading today, though. Look at that, 152. So good for them. Obviously, along the same times we've had gains elsewhere, but this is big for Target because they've been sitting without any movement at 120, 125. Now, would I buy into Target now? No. Like, especially after today's 11.5% gain, I just don't know how much real growth we can see here. A lot of this enthusiasm, by the way, came from store sales. And they do have I will say they have a decent grocery delivery biz, same day delivery biz. Comparing Target to Amazon, I think Amazon's going to have more of a growth potential long run. Target used to have a small dividend. I think they may have cut that dividend. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check that. But anyway, I mean, congratulations to Target. Personally, I prefer Target more than I prefer Walmart. We do have Target and Walmart in the 1337 V4, but I kept both of them at, I think they're both under 2%. Pretty sure they're both at 1%. And that's really because I'm looking for the long run growth prospects. Okay, so what's Target going to do over the next 5 years? 5% averaged on year. I'd probably rather be in something that has that potential to go 10, 20, 30% a year to where we see that doubling over the next few years. We'll see. Is it realistic to assume Tesla is going to double again? Who knows, right? My price target for Tesla though is definitely over 3K. And I haven't bought them since 1500. I do believe we have a little bit of red in Tesla today, but let's see what we got. Redfin knocking on the door of 45 again. I mean, what a crazy intraday move because they opened way lower than that, I thought. Too slow to look at that anyway. All right, anyway, let's see. Nikola, I think, unless they do self-driving, I still have problems with Nikola over 40. So what do we got on the losers today? Okay, so we got a sell-off on Genius Planet. Okay, some of the recovery stocks again. Peloton, that doesn't surprise me. Peloton shouldn't be over 70. Lemonade still knocking on the door of 60. Nothing going on here. Still can't get beyond meat. It's like the same thing every day. Amazon, nothing really snazzy in our watch list today. Nothing that I'm really, I mean, other than, again, Lemonade, Rocket's kind of bouncing back. I like Target long term, so if you have it, I wouldn't sell it if I had it. But I'm not going to increase my holdings in Target. I do love them though. I will say I do love them. I got my Target red card. Alrighty. Yeah, I saw that news on Apple too. 468 today. Wow, good for them. Yeah, just shocking. What's the S&P doing today? Because the S&P hit a record high yesterday. If you have, by the way, not yet, hold on, I'll say that. Yeah, S&P up again today, about 0.25%. If you have not yet watched this video, you really should. Meet Kevin Andres. Hold on. I want to give it to you. This one. Yeah, look for this. If you haven't watched it yet, this is a really good one. There we go. This one right here, the dangerous market signals, the post-election crash. And I really go through the potential catalysts for a crash. I go through inflation and hyperinflation and then, rates creating some sort of crash, different election scenarios, and then a pandemic scenario. So if you have not yet watched that, it's very, very important for everybody in the course to give that one a watch. It's 19 minutes, well worth it. And it's much deeper than really anything else that you're going to find on YouTube. Those videos, when I go deep, if you're like in the YouTube course, when I go deep, usually they don't do phenomenally well, but I think the people who do watch it, like views-wise, but the people who watch it are like, oh, whoa, never thought about that perspective before. So really gives you some really cool perspective. Okay, so somebody says Dave & Buster's is close to 13. Let's see, where's play? Play is 1406. Yeah, we'll have to see on that. Not moving on that yet. Earnings in 3 weeks. 3 weeks for Dave & Buster's. Okay, Blum has a single family deal in escrow for $310,000. Comps range from 281 to 347. Most recent sale was a flip purchased at 281. Lender sale sold for 3. Okay, most recent sale was a flip purchased at 281 and sold for 340. Okay, I mean, that gives you really good comps here. Small wedge, needs new flooring, appliances, kitchen countertop. Okay, yeah, it doesn't sound like it's massive. It's a large 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Oh, wow. Positive cash flow. Okay, so I don't love that it's a 1-bed. I will just be upfront there. I think unless you're going to live. Oh, but it's Hawaii. This is a little different because it's a townhouse. Okay, that's different. Okay, all right. Got a little bit of updating you could do here. Sometimes those cabinets are a little tough to get paint to stick on. But if you use the right primer, you'll be fine. This is beautiful. I mean, I personally love Hawaii. How old is this building? 764 square feet. Let's see. Year. Oh, built in 1992. Oh, good. So you get copper plumbing. I don't think you'll have fire sprinklers at that point. Maybe because it's a condo. You're within a condo complex. No major but it depends how close you are to this freeway, though. I don't know if that's a freeway or what it is. Let's take a quick peek here. Okay, so you're sort of in the middle of the neighborhood. That's good. That is good. I like that. Okay, so I like that. What do we got here? What are the comps? Sold 415. You got the 3. So this was the flip. Yeah. Interesting choice of tile, honestly. I mean, this looks like a cheap flip. You know, countertop. I mean, the cabinets don't even look newer. They almost look like somebody just rubbed a single coat of stain on them, honestly. Not so jazzed. Oh, what is this? Come on. You can't put brown tile next to gray. Oh my gosh. This is the big, no, that's horrible. Oh, jeez, man. Yeah, are you kidding me? They take a picture of a USB outlet. These people are nuts. Oh man, I want to smack these people. What is this with the flooring? This like pathway. This is, it continues into the kitchen. It's horrible. All right, so this flip sucks. And it's a smaller square footage too, so that's good. It looks like it's about 70 square feet, 70 to 100 square feet smaller than yours. So that's good, and it sold in April. Honestly, that's not that bad because that's your most recent sale in April, and it's a crappy flip. It's smaller in square footage by about 70 square feet. You could potentially be at 350 because of the square footage. You've got a timing bump that's probably going to take you to 360 to 370. It's not even worth really looking at what they got it for before. These are old comps. And if you got, here, what's the 320? Let's see what size this is. Same floor plan for 3. I mean, you're paying last year's pricing. This is actually not bad. I'm actually impressed. I think 310 is a good price. Because realistically, if you fixed it up, I think you could be at 350 plus. I don't think, and I don't think you're going to mess up like that guy who just totally failed, or gal. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't want to be, sex discriminating here. It could have been a girl flipper. So they. How about that? We'll use gender neutral words. Hold on. What time are we at? There we go. 8 something. So I think we got to yours at 5-ish today. Okay. Cool. Let's do some Q&A. Let's see what we got. But geez, no, the cognitive dissonance in that remodel was terrible. All right. Tybar is crooked. Great. All right, 2-part question. What are your thoughts on condos? They're okay. What's your strategy to keep rents competitive as condo fees go up each year? Well, I mean, condo fees are scaled with inflation, so you should be moving your rents up every year as well. And it should be a fraction of an increase for your condo. I mean, 1% on rents is going to be way more than 1% on HOA dues, so it shouldn't be a problem at all. How many times can you use an FHA loan? It's not for first-time homebuyers. You could use FHA as many times as you want, but you can only have one FHA loan at a time. There are some exceptions, like if you had a sort of a big move and you moved to a big different area. Kevin, can I put properties under an LLC if I currently have mortgages? So watch the multiple lectures that we've got on LLCs in the investing course, the money course, the YouTube course, and the, what's the other one? I'm pretty sure every single course has lectures on LLCs and my thoughts on them because I get this question so much. Regarding whether or not the due on sale clause is going to come to bite you, probably not, but no guarantees. You're not supposed to do it, but are banks really foreclosing on people because of that? I've never heard of it. Not legal advice. Is there any way to get financing after a bankruptcy? Yes, yeah, you're definitely gonna have some waiting period. I believe FHA is the most liberal. FHA after bankruptcy waiting. I thought it was 4 years though. Is it possible? No, I don't care. Is it? I want to find the rule. Anyway, I would ask a lender, but I'm pretty sure it's under 4 years though. Is it 2 years now? The waiting period is 2 years. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Oh, I guess it might depend. Yeah, it looks like it might be 2 years. I confirmed this with the lender, obviously. I'm just doing a quick 30-second check here. But yeah, you typically are going to have to wait. You could always go hard money, but I mean, that gets very expensive and dangerous. New York City rental properties. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way about all of the big cities. San Francisco, New York. I think there's an opportunity to lowball stuff right now, quite frankly. You've got the leverage right now to buy. I don't know how. I mean, I hear New York City rents have plummeted like 25%. I'm sure New York City's going to come back. New York City never dies. So I'm not so worried about it. But yeah, you guys are going to have some pain over the next year. But hey, when there's pain, it's a good time to buy. So just be very aggressive and make sure you're getting very good wedge deals. Picked up some JPM and O. What's O? Is that Overstock? I think it's Overstock. O stock, which is funny because O stock sounds like Overstock. No, it's not. It's Realty Income Corporation. I don't even know what that is. Is it some sort of REIT? Oh, well. All right. Found an off-market duplex in Fort Lauderdale, 550, which is market value. Owner says price is firm because of low inventory. Yeah, well, do you want a duplex or not? I mean, I personally don't pay market value for stuff, so I wouldn't buy it. I'd make him an offer, and I'd say, hey, look, take the 5% off, no realtor fees. That's nice. Maybe that works. Think about getting a management course. So here's just a heads up. The best way to get any of the courses right now is to use coupon code Larry Faucet, like a leaky faucet, Larry Faucet. Even if Black Friday comes around or whatever, yeah, sure, there'll be a coupon, but you'll always have a better coupon code the earlier you buy. Nobody's ever gotten a cheaper price by waiting. So just keep that in mind. And I'm doing that on purpose because anybody who buys in earlier is buying into, I add content over time. So the courses keep growing, right? Anyway. What lectures could you help me with? I'm not sure what you mean. What lectures could you help me with? I'm not writing a contract for Matterport 3D Scan Home. I've had a lot of questions about people wondering, hey, do I need a contract to do a Matterport scan? Honestly, folks, what are you waiting for? Forget a dumb contract. Get out there, do the scan, send them a bill. If they don't pay you, give them the finger and never talk to them again. Maybe don't give them the finger. Just never talk to them. Forget them. Ice them. Screw them. They're deadbeats. It's not worth your time trying to, you will lose more business trying to get people to sign contracts. Just send them out. That's like if you called an electrician and an electrician came to your house to diagnose a problem you had, and the electrician is coming in good faith that you're going to pay them, for the service they provide. So I would really not so much worry about that. Obviously, if you want a contract, I mean, I really don't know why you would do it. I don't do contracts with photographers. Nobody else is doing it in the industry. You don't do it with plumbers and electricians. It doesn't make sense to me. So purchase Tesla before or after. Just provide good customer service, and I think that's your best solution. The split date has nothing to do with when I would buy Tesla. And you could type in to Google right now, meet Kevin Tesla split, and you'll see my video giving you all of my thoughts on Tesla and Tesla's valuation and a return on investment you could take a look at. You could do the same thing for Apple, by the way. Meet Kevin Apple split, and you'll see all my thoughts on Apple. Is it a good time to buy into an S&P fund? No, I'm okay with buying index funds on green days. That's the only thing I would buy on green days. I personally like to buy the Met Kevin basket. That's my favorite when I'm looking at index funds. So I'm not right now, but if I were going to, if you went to metkevin.com/basket, I'll show you what you would see. Hold on one second. This is all I have here in index funds. So this is sort of the metkevin.com/basket. And I'm not putting more into it right now. But if I was going to park money on a green day, I would put it into this sort of division. That's what I really like. Okay, what else do we have? Today is your 666th stream. How did you know today was the 666th? That's crazy. That's very fascinating, and that is also creepy. Interesting. Do you believe the automotive industry is a good bet in the long run? No, except for Tesla. I'm serious. That's it. I will only bet on automation in autos. I will not touch any other car company, with the exception of a tiny bit of Nikola, a tiny bit, and that's only a hedge to Tesla. But honestly, I am not increasing my position beyond 1% in the 1337 V4 and Nikola until they give me some kind of evidence that they can get autonomy going. I think they're missing the boat by not looking at autonomy. I think that's a big mistake. Oh, thank you, Miguel. I really appreciate that. Okay. Miguel loves the live streams. I really, again, appreciate that. I said I would read the questions, so I got to remember to do that for everybody who watches back. I know you said you might have time for one gut check. If you have time, please. Dimitri, you got what is your Discord tag? I got to know your Discord tag. Was the forbearance lecture on the real estate lecture? Oh, yes, Pete. That's a really good question. What I should do is I should remove that forbearance lecture because forbearance used to suck. Forbearance was literally a scam not that long ago. Like when it first came out, it was a bad idea. Nobody, like, people's credits were tanking. There was no guidance on how to get rid of the credit impact. There was a chance that you might not have been able to buy anymore. So that is a good call. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to unlist that right now because I have definitely changed my thoughts on forbearance. And thank you for pointing that out because I do want everybody to, honestly, let me just be really clear right now. Everybody should take mortgage forbearance unless for some reason you're refinancing or buying right now, which is fine if you are. Okay, where is it? Where is one? Do not take. Oh, yeah. Oops, uncheck that. Thank you for saying that. My thoughts have changed. So I've removed that. Thank you. Really appreciate that. So good. If you are interested in taking mortgage forbearance, go to metkevin.com/forbearance. Okay, some more questions. I don't know if we're going to get to a gut check today. It might have to be tomorrow. Looks like we got a ton of questions. And really just write an offer. You know, if you write an offer and post a screenshot of your offer, that's good. And I want to see you folks write offers. What is the minimum? Okay, what is the minimum down payment for new homes? No, you can get into a new home with 3% down if you want. 52-year-old galvanized pipes. Tried to scope, but there's no flush valve. Scoped down a toilet. Could not check all lines. How would you approach the seller? I mean, that's difficult. It's very difficult if you can't see all the lines. If you go down a toilet, were you able to get out to the street? If you were able to get out to the street, that's fine. The supply pipes might be galvanized, but the drain pipes are usually cast iron and Orangeburg that for 52 years old. Generally, yeah, you can assume they need some replacing, but you want to get the camera all the way from the toilet out to the street. And you want to see if you've got cracking going on, rusting going on, and then you could get proposals on that issue. So yeah, I will share the story on the deal that I'm closing. I'm actually signing docs on that today that I posted on Instagram. What adds more appraised value to a property, making an ADU garage conversion with separate utilities or shared? Yeah, I mean, whether or not it turns into a duplex just depends on your local zoning requirements. I mean, out here, we can turn a house into a triplex, and it doesn't mean that it's a triplex. It's just a house with 2 ADUs. And I don't know that it really makes a difference. As far as value-wise, I honestly, I don't know how appraisers are valuing ADUs yet. There's such a new recent transition towards valuing ADUs. Some use the income approach, which is going to be the best use. But if they value it as a house plus an ADU, you're not going to get as much value for it. If I cash out and always expect appraisals on refinances to come in low. Should I put 10K cash out in stocks, then liquidate stocks when I find a good home? But then how to avoid short-term capital gains? Yeah, if you're parking money in stocks and then you're going to take it out to buy real estate, you pay the capital gains. That's just the way it is. But that's okay because it beats savings, right? You pay cap gains or short-term gains on savings anyway. Oh, the fires are close to Jasmine. Sorry to hear that. That's scary. Scary flip. I have not gotten the black magic yet. It should actually arrive within the next couple days. Honestly, actually, I did take a couple boxes in yesterday. So I'm interior design decorating. Oh my gosh. Lauren should do that. Hey, Kevin, if your front neighbor has high tension power lines, if your front neighbor, okay, so behind your front neighbor, I wouldn't want to be your front neighbor. It's going to reduce values on that side of the road, but yeah, it's probably okay. I would still want to get a wedge deal. Do you stick to Edgecombe and Swiss? Yes. Yes, I do. Edgecombe Grey and Swiss coffee. It makes your life very simple. Take away all the thinking, please, and get work done. Kevin, take your advice. I am at 95% credit. You're 95% credit debt free. Refinanced your house at 1% lower, and now you're waiting to close before Sep 1. I could get a HELOC and get in the game. Can I get a HELOC and get in the game? It depends. If you did a cash out refinance, you know how much equity is left in your house? Maybe. Some credit unions will let you go up to 90% debt. Which would you put 50K into, Apple or Tesla before the split? Watch those videos on Tesla and Apple. Is the renovation course for people who are truly do-it-yourselfers? No. It's do-it-yourself property management. And it's actually not really do-it-yourself rental renovations. I guess I should get rid of the do-it-yourself. No, it's definitely useful for hiring people. Opinion on Google. Yeah, I like Google. You know, I think we got them at 2% or something like that. Not the biggest growth play for me. Do you think this is a good deal? She says he will sell for 50K. Is duplex, might need roof and has mold. You know, it totally depends on the income. You watch the lectures on gross rent multiplier and cap rate. And that's good that it has low rents. You know, it sounds like you got a lot of work to do, though. I don't like doing a lot of work on multifamily. There's on the left side in Discord, you'll see how to submit deals for, there's a format, must use deal analysis format. How do you hold? Yeah, Bobberman, good point on just, you could always just archive the scan or make it private. How to hold title for the first property? My primary is my family trust. Well, I mean, it depends. Are you married? You could do community property. You could do joint tenants. You could then quit it into your trust if you want. There are a lot of things you can do. I will add Lowe's for Pros to the YouTube course once the first batch is done. I posted a news update in Discord. If you go to Discord at the top, take a look at the top 2 news updates that I posted. There's also an opportunity to see a discount for M1 Finance Premium. I do not get any kind of kickback on that. They just said if any of my course members wanted $100, let them know to email this guy. So there you go. M1 Finance Premium for $25, I think, is a bargain. Need to paint my cabinets. Tried to hire someone, but the average estimate came to 4K. It's difficult to do yourself. You definitely want to spray it. Watch some videos on tactics for spraying. The big thing is never bend your wrist when you're spraying. Otherwise, you'll get drips. A lot of people point at a cabinet and then they bend their wrist to spray like that. It's really bad because then you get drips in the middle and not enough coverage on the left and right. You really have to go like this, like you're going on horizontal planes when you're spraying. So remember that. Very, very important. How do you keep mold out of AC units? I don't know. I don't have mold in my AC units. You know, it's obviously a moisture problem. So sometimes if you're talking about the condensers outside, you got to make sure there's not a lot of brush around them. They'll never build a factory to produce vehicles. Nicola's a scam. Jetta, you know, tell me how you really feel. Jeez. Just bought a fourplex, a VA loan a few months ago, waiting for a unit to be available. Since the pandemic, I don't feel comfortable in a multi-unit. How can I get another owner-occupied loan and keep the fourplex? Just don't do a VA. Just do like a 3, just do an FHA or a 3% or 5% down. Can you check your mortgager is federally backed or forbearance? Yeah, I mean, I would just call up your servicer. There is a way. I think if you go to the Fannie Freddie websites, there are tools to check that, or just call them, honestly. What would you do if you're sitting on cash and have nothing in the market? I would get into the market a little bit at a time every day. Every day, put a little bit in. If you just bought a house, can you take forbearance? Probably not. I think a lot of the loan docs are saying you can't take forbearance if you just bought. I don't, more demand for housing because of the fires. Honestly, as long as you have insurance, the fires, and you're safe, the fires aren't that big of a deal. It sucks for the insurance companies, and it's scary. But if your house burns down, you get a new one. And I know that sounds like insensitive to all the you know, stuff that we have, But let me tell you, almost our entire hillside burned down at the end of 2017. Those houses they built now are amazing. Okay, like wow. I just do Matterport scans, Charles. Those are good enough for me. Isn't it a good strategy to buy single family in LA and convert a garage to an ADU? Sometimes. LA is probably a good place to do that. I'd agree with that. And the Lowe's for Pros is coming. Yeah, Mr. Kim, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the guy at M1 Finance, he used to respond within like 20 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if he got like 200 emails yesterday and he's like, oh crap, what did I get myself into? So since I just posted that yesterday, I would give it a chance. Give him a little bit of time to catch up on that one. Don't know anything about Newell. Maybe something to check into. Okay, guess. Yeah, I don't. Let's see if we can do some gut checks tomorrow. Just post early, right at the beginning of the live stream. Post your Discord tag right at the beginning. So we got to come to an end here. Kevin, starting to make money on my own, but never pay taxes before. Is there a guide to save a certain amount? I want to invest, but I don't want to own more. Yeah, I mean, honestly, probably the best thing for you to do is to talk to a CPA. Even if you just did like a consulting meeting for like an hour, it's worth it. Yeah, I don't see any problem with you putting your rental property in your family trust. That's exactly what I meant, Luke. Yeah, totally. Really, I mean, that's what we do. So, we got like a 50-minute video on M1 Finance in the money course, and I'm going to be adding Webull lectures soon, so stay tuned. Okay, cool. Well, there you have it, folks. We will be back tomorrow with more information and more. Bring your questions, post them early, and we'll see what deal time we have tomorrow, depending on how many people get escrows in. Remember, if you get into escrow, you get top priority. Remember that bundle code is Larry Faucet, like the faucet that leaks. All right, thanks everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.